A lot of the problems I had with PTSD, I didn't want to be around people. I avoided loved ones. I couldn't hold a relationship.
I would go home, not have any energy. I wouldn't be able to sleep at night. I wasn't working out. I wasn't performing well at work. All the answers I could find weren't helping me at all.
In 2011, I was coming back from a listening post, observation post patrol, and I stepped on an IED, losing my right leg and my left leg, right leg above the knee, left leg below the knee. I've been diagnosed with mild PTSD. I was sick and tired of kind of being a grown man, and I drop a fork and I can't pick it up. I crossed paths with Tom Tackett and Tacket Service Dogs when I entertained the idea of getting a service dog.
So he came to me and interviewed him and decided we would get him a dog and train the dog for him at no charge.
I was fortunate enough to get my own dog. You know, I always wanted to help out other guys that have been through the same thing I have. So, you know, making the transition over to training was easy.
And so we trained several dogs for these veterans that needed them. These guys really couldn't afford to pay for these dogs, and I wasn't about to turn them away because they didn't have the money. Some friends of ours watched what we were doing and approached me and said, Tom, you know, we want to help. Why don't we start a nonprofit to help support Tacket Service Dogs so we can provide and train more dogs and do a better job at it. And so we did, and we named it Patriotic Service Dog Foundation.
Patriotic Service Dog Foundation is a nonprofit organization that provides service dogs fully trained at little to no cost to veterans. It's kind of the infancy phase of, you know, something like this where, you know, it's all about just getting the name out there and trying to raise funds that we can actually help these guys.
The training process for a dog is a minimum of 1.5 years to be certified. The cost of a fully trained service dog is $20,000. It's a lot of money, but that's food, that's vet bills, that's training. You know, these dogs are with us 24/7. And we're not receiving any grants from the government, any help from the state or anything. This is all 100% donation funded.
Oh, you sit. Good.
Training of a service dog depends on the needs of the person. All the dogs are required to perform a minimum of 3 tasks that mitigate somebody's disability. So for instance, like Milan's dog Brody, she's a mobility animal. So she's trained to go get keys for him so he won't fall out of his chair if he's reaching for something. If there's a light switch he can't reach, she'll run over there and flip the light switch on or off for him. And then you've got your psychiatric service dogs that we do, especially for a lot of the guys with PTSD.
The name of my dog is Indy, short for Independence. Once we created a bond, she brought me back into the world. She helped me get into more social situations easier. She helped me feel more comfortable living alone by myself. She wakes me up out of bad dreams. She gives me the reason to live again.
Dobby's there. I know she's gonna watch my back, and I don't have to be afraid. It really brings joy to my life.
Patriotic Service Dog Foundation's motto is 22 to 0. And what that represents is 22 veterans a day commit suicide. And our goal is to make that 0. To this point, anybody that's received a service dog from us has not committed suicide. We have found that the veterans that have completed our course and have their dogs at home with them have gotten off most of the medications, if not all of them.
One of the primary painkillers I was on was methadone. So I had heroin withdrawals for about 2 months, just trying to get off of that medication. And I will never take that again. I will never take any of that medication again.
I just feel a lot more comfortable having a big German Shepherd with you, and I find that it helped better than half the medication they try to give you.
As a veteran, I was hurting for way too long, and I know there's other people out there, just like me, my brothers and sisters that are in pain. And if I can spread some of this awareness myself, and if we can do it through Patriotic Service Dog Foundation, that know that these animals help people, they help me, and I'm not the only one in pain. If anyone's out there looking for one of these dogs and needs help, you come to this organization, you talk to Tom Tackett, and I guarantee you, you're gonna create a bond and you're gonna find that brotherhood you once had. It's one of those things that once you get that again, you're gonna feel alive again.
We would love to help them if we can, simply by going to patrioticservicedogfoundation.org. Just contact us, and if we can help, we absolutely will.
Dobby, she means the world to me. And I'm trying hard to give her as much of a good life as she's given me. I don't know how I was able to live without her in the past, and this organization.
A lot of people don't get to go home and say, you know, I really affected somebody's life today. It's such a great feeling to be able to do that every single day. I couldn't ask for anything else. Plus, I get to help guys that have been through what I've been through, and you know, it's kind of like helping me get better by helping them.
I can honestly say that the Patriotic Service Dog Foundation has saved my life.